Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now Purdy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Purdy now to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. The throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough, a rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. They've won a few in the years following. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better at it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is fielded at the 7. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards as they have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City 1st. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And returns it right back to Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by Gold is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've hit halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really good about throwing the football. But I feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Four yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Down inside the 10, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here in Santa Clara. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. From the 22, Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass. And
that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC's offense ready to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Mahomes now to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abukum in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 80 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes will throw. Complete. Valdez-Scantling on the move past the 40. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Mahomes. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 30 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd and 11. McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Niners, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams.